Hi, my name is Nalini Saxena. I am the founder of Elicit Consulting. We really believe that this is an opportunity for us to serve as many individuals in transition, small businesses in transition, organizations in transition that we can. We really believe that there is service for us to do. There's a purpose for us to continue to try to keep the lights on through this very difficult time. We hope that you think so too. Thank you. It seems that we are being confronted with a series of phases that we will be going through. So I am calling it the next normal. And our topic today specifically is about managing your mindset and your learning under the constraints of a global pandemic. We've been thrust into the abnormal. Not only are the streets of Times Square empty, we're all being called upon to do so much more, is that we have table stakes and then we have what's impressive. A growth mindset is very different, and the language here sounds so different. So rather than you got the A and you're a genius, the growth mindset promotes possibility. It's very future oriented, and it encourages doing or engaging in activities that are going to get you to future experiences of growth and achievement. There's another type of mindset out there as well, called the benefit mindset. And this is really about wanting to be well, do good. You have a lot of leaders who are working in the sustainability or nonprofit space, and they're really trying to embrace this. They're trying to shake things up. Let's hold on to this concept of learning as change and powerful learning as permanent change. I find imposter syndrome to be it's been a hot topic for a while now, and I find it to be particularly important today as we are in our home spaces. We are wearing multiple hats, often at the same time, and we're also not so sure. We have a lot of uncertainty around what happens at the other side of this. So these are generally the 5 ways that we say that imposter syndrome shows up. And it's that interpretation of our feelings that really undermines our power and robs us of the ability to show up. I would really like to add value to all of you who are here, who are joining, and this is how I'm approaching that objective. While you or I may not perhaps cross paths, perhaps likely not cross paths personally, what I'm hoping to achieve today is to help with the expansion of your perspective, to try to help stretch that worldview that you have so as to generate empathy for the journey that your colleague that you sit next to may be experiencing, or your neighbor, or your educator or classmate, or a patient that you are working with may be experiencing. And as I try to facilitate a little bit of that expansion into empathy, my hope is to help you connect more to how you can show up in your personal and your professional capacity in such a way that adds value to you and to the others whom you touch.
Well, my mom and I do not have any background in fundraising or nonprofit or anything like that, but we're doing it, we're making it work. So it is possible having an idea and just, just growing it to see where it goes and where it takes you.
I'm also very lucky to be a client of Elicit Consulting.
Give back in some way. There's always a way to give back. My grandmother, who's 99 in India, used to tell me when I was a little kid, she would say, if you have a piece of bread and you can break that bread in half, you're a rich person. You have more than enough. You have more than enough to share. And both of my parents lived by that too. And my advice would just be rather than really easily falling down into this abyss of frustration, find an opportunity, find a way to share, to give, and ask for help. If that is what you need, ask for help when you need it.
I love it. That's lots of advice. That's great.
Let's say your talent and abilities are great. What ends up determining what your results are, what ends up really, really influencing your results when you have great talent and abilities, really has to do with your attitude.
Less resources, basically more with less.
You need to ask in order to get the right information that you need, in order to appreciate the fullness of 360 degrees, as my mom would probably say, of the 360 degrees of the scenario that you're involved in, and really make sure that you are appreciating it before you can actually get to work. Of the 6 blind men and the elephant. And I would love to use this as the overarching theme for everything that we're discussing today.